Hey there people, welcome back to my channel, The Blue Sky Talk. I know guys that it's been ages since I've uploaded a video on my channel and there's a genuine reason behind it. I was really busy with the recruitment sessions in my college as I'm a final year student. The good news is that I have been, yes, you guessed it right, I have been placed. Okay, as the video says, 10 tips on how to crack an interview and some common questions that are being usually asked to us by the interviewer. And we as freshers tend to get stuck in those kinds of questions because the questions are really tricky ones. So without any further ado, let's get started. Tip number 1. Do a lot of research about the organization or the company that you're about to join. By research, I mean that you should know about their present projects, their future projects and changes that they're going to make in the present projects so that they could achieve milestones in the near future. Number 2, you have to be calm. By calm means you should be poised. Your attitude, the way you behave, the way you react to situations should be really poised and it should show that you deserve this position. And while while facing any kind of challenge in the organization or in the near future, if you join the company, you would be very comfortable with it. Being calm shows that you'll be able to face different kinds of challenges really easily. Tip number 3. The content that you prepare or the preparation that you do for your interview should be industrial based or should be based on purely what is happening in the industries these days. Talking about my experience, I was asked 2 of my favorite subjects. And here's the trick. Here you have to show smartness. One of the subjects that I chose, actually both the subjects that I chose were technical and were industrial based. But the second subject that I chose was purely industrial and these days it's a must in the industry. Every industry is actually focusing on that particular thing. That gave me an advantage. So choose your subjects wisely. Tip number 4. Be honest. This is the key point. Actually, I would say that this is the second most important point of cracking an interview. For example, there's a question that you don't know, or you haven't heard of it, or you haven't studied it, or you have heard of it but you're very unsure about the answer. Be very honest and tell them, sir or ma'am, I don't know this question, or I haven't heard of it before, or I haven't studied about it. And if you have a very rough idea of it or you have a very unclear idea of it, tell them that ma'am, sir, I have a very unclear or a very rough idea about it. Can I answer? If they say that okay, proceed, yeah, okay, answer, we're listening, then just go on with the answer or then just start speaking. Otherwise, be quiet. Just don't say anything, because there are some interviewers who like desperately want that you should be wrong at some point, and when you speak a wrong point, they actually catch your nerve. So be very honest. Tip number 5. Your body language. Body language is a very important thing while you go for an interview. From the time you enter the venue till the time you get out of the venue, each and everything is noticed. You are under observation. The way you talk to people, the way you sit, the way you react to situations, the way you enter the room, the way you sit down in the chair, the way you the way you answer, the way you react to their questions, the way you react to challenges or the risks they talk about, all of it is being noted by them. The very important point in body language is to maintain eye contact. Suppose, for example, there are 3 interviewers in the panel. One of them in the left has asked you a question. Just don't look into the left and answer. You have to make sure that you make an eye contact with all of them sitting in the room. Eye contact is the most important body language and it could actually show confidence in you. Coming on to the tip number 6, confidence. As I told you in the 4th tip, to be honest. Honesty with confidence can do wonders for you. If you don't know any answer and if you're very nervous about it, or if you're very shy about it, or you just tend to answer the wrong thing, answer it with confidence. Just show confidence in whatever you're saying. I would say don't avoid answering wrong questions, but if you have started wrong, or if you're just going into the wrong direction, it's okay. Don't stop. Just go on with confidence and it will never lead you to disappointments. Tip number 7. Be prepared with good questions for the interviewers. If at the end of an interview you've been asked by an interviewer that do you have any questions for us, be prepared with good questions. And by good questions, I mean that they should be technically sound. Or if you're even asking it to an HR, it should relate to your career and the goals that you have for your career related or regarding that company. But don't just ask about, for example, how much will I be paid, or what if I leave the company after the training session, or don't just ask such stupid type of questions, because this is going to have a really bad impression in the interviewer's mind, and she might think that before even joining the company you're thinking of leaving it, so there are very less chances of you getting selected in that interview. So be prepared with good, technically sound questions. Tip number 8. Leaving the interview room, make sure that you do a handshake with the interviewers, because it reflects that you're very confident about what you've said in the interview and you're really satisfied with the interview. Number 9. Make a very good portfolio. By a very good portfolio means your resume should be properly updated. All your certificates should be in a sequential order. Make sure to know the proper sequence of keeping the certificates in the portfolio before going to an interview, because it gives a really wrong impression if you have your portfolio prepared in a wrong manner. Make sure to keep a pen and a notepad in the portfolio. Coming on, the tip number 10 are actually some of the questions that people usually get stuck while answering in an interview. So I will be taking up 5 questions which I personally feel that people would tend to get stuck. The first question is, if I suppose there's an extempore going on, or if the interviewer generally asks you that if I give you $10 million, what would you do with it? What would you do? Think about it. What would you do? If your answer is, I would plan to become an entrepreneur, or I would start my own construction firm, or I would start my own consultancy firm, no. Straight away, no. The interviewer is not going to select you. Like, the very moment you answer this question, he is going to decide that no, I won't be selecting this guy, or I won't be selecting this girl, because you've already given him an impression that if you start earning and you save an ample amount of money with you, you're eventually going to start a business and you're not going to stay with them, or you're not going to work for their firm. So why would they hire you? They want people who stay with them on a long-term basis, or who stay with them for a longer period of time. For tackling this kinds of question, you can actually say that I would use this money to help the people who need it, or you could say that there's a person I know who's suffering from this and this disease. I would like to help him out. I would like to help him out with the financial conditions, and the rest of the money, or the money that I'm left out with, I would use it for my personal leisures. That's it. This would be one proper way of answering it. The second question is, if they ask you about your weaknesses or your strengths. The trick in answering your strengths and weaknesses is, major focus should be on industrial based strengths and weaknesses. The third question is, if they ask you about the salary expectations, like what salary expectations do you have? Until and unless they don't ask you to give a proper figure, don't give a proper figure. Instead, say, sir, it should be a decent one. Or you could say that, sir, as a fresher, I'm not that interested in salary right now. I am more focused onto how can I grow myself, or how can I, develop my skills coming in your organization. This could actually be a very positive point for you. The fourth question that they could ask you is, which is like the most common questions that is being asked in the IT companies these days. Why should we hire you? Be prepared with a very good answer. So suppose if you're not from an IT background, you should have like a proper, a very impressive answer for them. It could happen that they would completely judge your whole interview on that single answer, because they know that you're not from an IT background and you won't be knowing much about the technical stuff over there. So they would actually judge you based on this answer. Last question. They could ask you, what are your short-term and long-term goals? So how would you answer this kind of a question? Short-term and long-term goals. You would say, the short-term goal is to join your company, and the long-term goal is that I will be doing an MBA or this and that. No. Don't talk about any other degree. Just don't talk about it. Because it could give an impression that you would be soon leaving the company and you're just doing it for, an experience sake. And even if you're doing it, please don't say that in front of the interview, because at that point, you won't be selected. Instead, you could say that, sir, my short-term goal is to get associated with your organization or get a job in your organization or company, and I should be of help to the company, and I should be of help to the company as well as to the employees, and I should grow from 0 to a certain level. This could be one of the answers that you could give in the interview. So that was all that I wanted to share with you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and yes, if you're not a subscriber to my channel as yet, please do subscribe, and if there's any other video that you want to see on my channel, please do comment and tell me. Thank you. Bye bye.